Echoes of Success, Lessons from a Limitless Mindset, written and published by Echoes of Enlightenment. The scene begins in a dimly lit room. A single glowing light bulb sways gently, casting soft shadows across a desk. The desk is cluttered with crumpled pieces of paper, a pen lying idle, and a blank notebook. The faint ticking of a clock echoes in the background, marking the passage of time. Have you ever felt trapped by your own mind, held back by invisible chains of fear, doubt, or past failures? Each tick of the clock feels like a reminder of time slipping away, opportunities fading, and dreams left unfulfilled. The camera zooms in on a person sitting at the desk, their head resting on their hands, eyes staring blankly at the page in front of them. A heavy sigh breaks the silence. What if I told you that the key to breaking free isn't out there, waiting for you to stumble upon it? It's right here. The person's face shifts as an idea sparks. Hope flickers in their eyes. They sit upright, grab the pen, and begin writing furiously. The crumpled pages on the desk become symbols of the past being rewritten. Your mind holds the blueprint to your success. Every thought, every choice, every action echoes through your future. And today, we're unlocking the echoes of success, timeless lessons from a limitless mindset that have the power to transform how you think, act, and achieve. The scene transitions into a powerful montage. A runner breaking through a finish line with arms raised, a mountaineer planting a flag at a summit, an artist putting the final brushstroke on a masterpiece. Each moment exudes triumph. Because success isn't reserved for the chosen few. It's not about luck, talent, or circumstance. It's about mastering your mindset, tapping into the infinite potential within you, and taking control of your journey. The visuals intensify, a rocket launching into space, a young student lighting up with understanding, a person crossing out "I can't" and replacing it with "I will." The imagery radiates possibility. So the question is, are you ready? Ready to rewrite your story, break through the limits you've placed on yourself, and step into the person you were always meant to be? This is your moment. Let's dive in, and together we'll uncover the limitless power within you. Chapter 1. The Power of a Limitless Mindset. What does it mean to think limitlessly? At its core, a limitless mindset is the belief that your potential is not confined by circumstances, past experiences, or societal expectations. It's about recognizing that the barriers we often face are not physical, they are mental. These barriers stem from fears, doubts, and beliefs we've internalized over time, convincing ourselves that we can only go so far. A limitless mindset challenges this notion. It dares us to ask, what if there are no limits? What if I could achieve more than I ever imagined? Unlocking your boundless potential begins with identifying and dismantling the invisible walls you've built around yourself. These walls could be fear of failure, fear of judgment, or even fear of success itself. They might come from past mistakes or the voices of others telling you, you can't. A limitless mindset starts with rejecting those voices, external and internal, and choosing to believe in the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. But why is this important? Because success always starts in the mind. Your mindset shapes the way you see the world, the way you approach challenges, and the way you perceive opportunities. Think of your mind as the foundation of a house. If the foundation is weak, no matter how beautifully you build, the house won't stand. Similarly, if your mindset is limited, no amount of talent, skills, or resources can lead you to sustained success. Your thoughts drive your actions, and your actions determine your outcomes. Simply put, your mindset determines your trajectory in life. A limitless mindset doesn't mean ignoring obstacles or pretending life is easy. Instead, it's about training your mind to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than roadblocks. It's the ability to adapt, to stay resilient in the face of adversity, and to believe that every problem has a solution, even if it hasn't been discovered yet. People with a limitless mindset don't give up when things get hard. Instead, they dig deeper, innovate, and keep moving forward. As you begin this journey, ask yourself, what would my life look like if I truly believed there were no limits to what I could achieve? Imagine the freedom of not being held back by fear or self-doubt. Imagine the energy and excitement that would come from chasing your dreams without hesitation. This is the power of a limitless mindset, a power that can transform not just your goals, but the way you live your life. Chapter 2: The Resilience Formula, Turning Setbacks into Stepping Stones. Resilience is the cornerstone of success. But what exactly is resilience? It's the ability to face challenges, endure hardships, and rise stronger after every fall. Life will inevitably throw obstacles your way, unexpected failures, disappointments, and roadblocks that seem impossible to overcome. Resilience is the mindset and skill set that transforms these setbacks into opportunities for growth, learning, and transformation. Setbacks are not signs of failure. They are stepping stones on the path to success. Every great achiever, from inventors and entrepreneurs to athletes and artists, has encountered failure, often repeatedly. What sets them apart isn't the absence of mistakes or hardships, but their ability to persevere in the face of them. Take Thomas Edison, for example. When inventing the light bulb, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This is the essence of resilience, viewing failure not as an end point, but as a necessary step toward achievement. Resilience is not just about surviving tough times, it's about thriving despite them. It's the ability to adapt, to change course when necessary, and to keep moving forward with determination. Think of resilience as a muscle. The more you challenge it, the stronger it gets. With every setback you face and overcome, you build mental and emotional strength that prepares you for greater challenges and opportunities. How do you develop resilience? It starts with changing your perspective. Instead of seeing problems as barriers, learn to view them as lessons. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can this make me stronger or better prepared for the future? Shift your mindset from why me to what's next. Another key element of resilience is self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. It's easy to be critical or to dwell on mistakes, but remember, failure is part of being human. Resilience isn't about being perfect, it's about being persistent. Allow yourself to feel disappointed, but don't let that disappointment define you. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage your growth. Resilience doesn't mean you have to face challenges alone. Friends, mentors, and loved ones can provide perspective, motivation, and even solutions you might not have considered. Lean on them when you need to and offer support in return. It's a cycle that strengthens everyone involved. Resilience is what turns obstacles into stepping stones, failure into wisdom, and dreams into reality. Each time you rise after a fall, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of overcoming anything. The formula for resilience is simple. Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Keep moving forward, and you'll discover that every setback brings you closer to success. Chapter 3: Think bigger, expanding the limits of your vision. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, am I dreaming big enough? Often the goals we set are shaped by the limits we impose on ourselves, limits rooted in fear, self-doubt, or societal expectations. Thinking bigger is not just about ambition. It's about breaking free from the narrow confines of what you believe is possible and daring to envision a future that's far greater than your current reality. Your vision is the starting point of all success. It's like a map. If your map only covers a small area, that's all you'll explore. But if your map stretches beyond the horizon, it will pull you toward uncharted territory and open doors you didn't even know existed. People who achieve extraordinary success think differently. They don't ask, what's realistic? Instead, they ask, what's possible? Thinking bigger starts with expanding your perspective. Take a moment to reflect on your goals. Are they truly reflective of your potential, or have you kept them small to avoid disappointment or failure? Big thinkers dream about creating businesses that change industries, writing books that inspire millions, or solving problems that impact the world. They don't just focus on what they can achieve, they focus on the legacy they want to leave. To think bigger, you must first silence the voices of doubt. Often, the reason we limit our vision is that we're afraid of failure or criticism. But here's the truth. No one who achieved greatness did so without risk. Steve Jobs envisioned a world where technology was not just functional, but beautiful and user-friendly. Elon Musk dared to dream of colonizing Mars. Their visions seemed outrageous at first, but they didn't let fear or doubt stop them. Another critical element of thinking bigger is surrounding yourself with inspiration. Read books about people who accomplished the impossible. Spend time with those who challenge you to grow. Seek out mentors who've walked the path you aspire to follow. When you immerse yourself in the stories and energy of others who dared to dream big, you'll begin to see your own possibilities in a new light. But dreaming big is only the beginning. Vision without action is just wishful thinking. Once you've expanded your vision, break it down into smaller, actionable steps. It's okay to start small as long as your destination is big. For example, if you dream of starting your own business, your first step might be creating a plan or seeking advice from someone who's done it before. Every step you take brings your big vision closer to reality. Remember that thinking bigger doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending the journey will be easy. It means acknowledging the obstacles, but choosing to focus on the opportunities. The bigger your vision, the more likely you'll find creative solutions and the determination to overcome setbacks. Your ability to think bigger is directly tied to your willingness to believe in yourself and your potential. The question is not whether you can achieve greatness, it's whether you're willing to aim for it. Dare to think beyond what seems possible today, and you'll create a future that surpasses even your wildest dreams. Chapter 4. Rewire your inner dialogue. The way you speak to yourself matters more than you think. Your inner dialogue, the constant stream of thoughts running through your mind, acts as the narrator of your life. It shapes your beliefs, drives your actions, and ultimately determines your success. But here's the catch. Most of us are unaware of how negative and limiting our self-talk can be. Rewiring your inner dialogue is the key to unlocking a mindset that empowers rather than sabotages you. Think about it. How often have you told yourself things like, "I'm not good enough, I can't do this, or I'll never succeed"? These thoughts might feel insignificant in the moment, but they add up, creating a mental script that reinforces self-doubt and holds you back. To break free from this cycle, you need to become the editor of your inner narrative. You must rewrite your story, starting with the way you speak to yourself. The first step in rewiring your inner dialogue is awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts throughout the day. Are they encouraging and supportive, or are they filled with criticism and fear? If you catch yourself thinking negatively, don't beat yourself up. Instead, challenge those thoughts. Ask yourself, Is this thought true? Is it helpful? What would I say to a friend in the same situation? You'll often find that your inner critic is far harsher than it needs to be. Once you've identified negative patterns, the next step is to replace them with positive affirmations. These are short, powerful statements that reflect the person you want to become and the goals you want to achieve. For example, instead of saying, "I'm terrible at this," try saying, "I am capable of learning and improving." Instead of thinking, "I'll never succeed," remind yourself, "Every step I take brings me closer to success." Over time, these affirmations will begin to feel more natural, replacing the old, limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Visualization is another powerful tool for rewiring your inner dialogue. Close your eyes and picture yourself achieving your goals, overcoming challenges, and living the life you desire. When you visualize success, you're training your mind to believe it's possible. This belief then translates into action, helping you align your behavior with your aspirations. It's also important to remember that your inner dialogue isn't just about words, it's about tone. Speak to yourself with kindness and compassion, especially during difficult times. Life will throw challenges your way, and it's easy to fall into a spiral of self-blame or frustration. Instead, treat yourself the way you'd treat a close friend who's struggling. Encourage yourself, remind yourself of your strengths, and focus on solutions rather than problems. Rewiring your inner dialogue is not a one-time task, it's a lifelong practice. Just like any habit, it takes time and consistency to make positive self-talk your default. The good news is that every time you choose to speak to yourself with kindness, every time you replace a limiting belief with an empowering one, you're taking a step toward a limitless mindset. Your inner dialogue is the foundation of your mindset. When you learn to speak to yourself with positivity, belief, and compassion, you open the door to endless possibilities. Remember, the words you tell yourself become the reality you live. Make those words count. Chapter 5. The Habit of Lifelong Learning. In a world that's constantly evolving, standing still is the same as falling behind. Lifelong learning is not just a habit, it's a mindset, a commitment to growing, improving, and expanding your knowledge every single day. Those who embrace this mindset unlock their full potential and discover that success isn't a destination, but a journey of continuous exploration. Why is lifelong learning so important? Because the most successful people in the world are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who are the most adaptable. In today's fast-paced world, where industries are being revolutionized and knowledge is doubling at unprecedented rates, the ability to learn and adapt is your greatest competitive advantage. Lifelong learning ensures you stay relevant, sharp, and ahead of the curve. But lifelong learning isn't just about formal education or reading books. It's about cultivating curiosity and seeking growth in every aspect of life. It's about asking questions, challenging assumptions, and exploring new perspectives. Think about it. When was the last time you learned something outside of your comfort zone? Whether it's a new skill, a different way of thinking, or simply understanding someone else's point of view, learning stretches your mind and helps you grow. One of the most effective ways to embrace lifelong learning is to become an active seeker of knowledge. Read widely and diversely, books, articles, research papers, or even biographies of people you admire. Books allow you to access decades of wisdom and experience in just a few hours. Podcasts, documentaries, and online courses are also fantastic tools that make it easier than ever to learn something new every day. Another key to lifelong learning is to remain open to feedback. Feedback, even when it's critical, is one of the greatest teachers. Instead of seeing it as a threat, view it as a gift, an opportunity to see blind spots, improve, and grow. The most successful people don't shy away from criticism. They embrace it and use it to fuel their development. Experiential learning is just as important as theoretical knowledge. Step out of your comfort zone and try new things. Whether it's learning a new language, starting a side project, or traveling to a different country, these experiences broaden your perspective and teach you lessons that no classroom ever could. Growth happens when you challenge yourself and venture into unfamiliar territory. Lifelong learning isn't just about collecting knowledge, it's about applying it. Knowledge without action is meaningless. Take what you learn and put it into practice. Experiment, fail, and try again. Action not only solidifies your learning, but also creates opportunities for deeper insights and real-world impact. Make lifelong learning a part of your routine. Dedicate even a small amount of time each day to learning something new. It could be as simple as reading 10 pages of a book, watching an educational video, or reflecting on what you learned from the day's experiences. Over time, these small, consistent efforts compound into remarkable growth. Lifelong learning is a mindset that transforms your life. It keeps you curious, adaptable, and prepared for whatever challenges or opportunities come your way. Most importantly, it helps you evolve into the best version of yourself. Remember, every day is a chance to learn, grow, and take one step closer to your full potential. Never stop asking questions, never stop seeking, and never stop learning. Your future self will thank you. Chapter 6. Decisive Action, the bridge between dreams and reality. Dreams without action are nothing more than fantasies. While visualizing success and setting goals are crucial steps in achieving greatness, they mean little without decisive action. Action is the bridge that connects your aspirations to your reality. It's the force that turns a mere thought into tangible progress and eventually into success. This chapter is all about the importance of taking action, overcoming procrastination, and building the momentum necessary to achieve your goals. Why is action so powerful? Because no matter how well you plan, nothing changes until you take the first step. Action transforms intention into impact. It's the difference between saying, "I want to write a book," and sitting down to write the first sentence. Every great achievement, no matter how monumental, started with a single small action. The key is to focus less on the enormity of the journey and more on the steps you can take today. But here's the challenge. Many people hesitate to take action because they fear failure, criticism, or uncertainty. This hesitation creates a cycle of procrastination where dreams remain unfulfilled and opportunities slip away. To break free from this cycle, you need to embrace a mindset that values progress over perfection. Understand that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a necessary part of the journey. Every action, even if it leads to a mistake, brings you closer to clarity, growth, and ultimately success. Taking decisive action starts with setting clear and actionable goals. Vague aspirations like, "I want to be successful," or "I want to get fit," are hard to act on because they lack direction. Instead, break your goals into specific, measurable steps. For example, instead of saying, "I want to write a book," set a goal to write 500 words every day. Instead of saying, "I want to get fit," commit to working out for 30 minutes 3 times a week. Clarity fuels action because it eliminates guesswork and gives you a clear path to follow. Another crucial aspect of taking action is overcoming the fear of starting. Many people wait for the perfect moment to begin, but here's the truth. The perfect moment doesn't exist. If you wait until you feel 100% ready, you'll wait forever. Instead, start where you are, with what you have. Even imperfect action is better than no action at all. The act of starting creates momentum, and momentum is a powerful force that propels you forward. Discipline plays a significant role in maintaining consistent action. Motivation may get you started, but discipline keeps you going when enthusiasm fades. Create a routine that supports your goals and stick to it, even when it's hard. For instance, if you're working on a big project, dedicate a specific time each day to work on it, no matter how you feel. Over time, these small, disciplined actions compound into massive results. It's also important to celebrate progress, no matter how small. Action doesn't always lead to immediate success, and the journey can sometimes feel long and arduous. Recognizing and rewarding your milestones keeps you motivated and reminds you of how far you've come. Whether it's finishing a chapter of your book, reaching a fitness goal, or simply staying consistent for a week, take a moment to acknowledge your effort. Surround yourself with people who inspire and encourage action. The energy of those around you can significantly impact your momentum. Seek out mentors, friends, or communities that push you to take steps toward your dreams. Avoid spending too much time with people who dwell on excuses or negativity. This energy can be contagious and derail your progress. Decisive action is not about giant leaps. It's about taking consistent, purposeful steps every day. Success is not achieved overnight, and the road will have its challenges. But with each step you take, you'll find yourself closer to your goals and more capable of handling the next challenge. Remember, dreams are meant to be lived, not just imagined. Take that first step today. It's the most important step you'll ever take. The bridge to your dreams is waiting for you to cross it. Chapter 7. Overcoming limiting beliefs. Your beliefs shape your reality. They influence how you perceive the world, how you approach challenges, and, most importantly, how far you think you can go. Limiting beliefs are those invisible chains that keep you tethered to a smaller version of yourself. They are the thoughts that whisper, "I'm not good enough, this is impossible, or I don't deserve success." These beliefs are powerful because they operate silently, often without your awareness, and they determine the limits of what you believe is possible for you. To overcome limiting beliefs, you must first understand where they come from. Many of these beliefs are rooted in past experiences, moments of failure, criticism, or rejection that left an impression on your mind. Perhaps you failed at a project once, and now you believe you're incapable of succeeding in similar situations. Or maybe someone told you as a child that you weren't smart enough or talented enough, and that belief has followed you into adulthood. Other limiting beliefs come from societal norms or cultural expectations that dictate what's acceptable or realistic for someone like you. The first step in breaking free from limiting beliefs is awareness. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. Take a moment to reflect on the areas of your life where you feel stuck or unfulfilled. What thoughts or beliefs are holding you back? Write them down. For example, if you've been hesitant to start a new business, ask yourself, why? Is it because you believe you're not experienced enough, or because you fear failure? Identify these beliefs, and you'll begin to see the invisible walls that are boxing you in. Once you've identified your limiting beliefs, the next step is to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this belief true? Most of the time, you'll find that these beliefs are not facts, but stories you've told yourself based on incomplete information. For instance, if you believe you're not good at public speaking, think back. Is this based on one awkward moment, or is it an absolute truth? If others have improved at public speaking through practice, why not you? Replace your limiting beliefs with empowering questions, such as, what if I could succeed? Or what would I do if I weren't afraid? Another powerful strategy to overcome limiting beliefs is to reframe failure. Many limiting beliefs stem from a fear of making mistakes or falling short. But what if failure wasn't something to fear? What if it was simply feedback, a necessary step in the learning process? Thomas Edison, when asked about his many failed attempts at creating the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Reframing failure as growth transforms fear into curiosity and action. Visualization is another effective tool for dismantling limiting beliefs. Close your eyes and imagine yourself achieving the very thing your belief says you can't. Picture yourself standing confidently on stage, delivering a speech, launching a successful business, or excelling in your dream career. Visualize the details, how you feel, how others react, and the joy of accomplishment. Visualization trains your mind to see success as possible, which begins to shift your belief system. It's also crucial to surround yourself with evidence that challenges your limiting beliefs. Seek out stories of people who have overcome similar obstacles. If you think you're too old to start something new, look at individuals who found success later in life, like Colonel Sanders, who started KFC in his 60s. If you believe you lack the talent, remember that many of the world's most successful people started with little more than a willingness to learn. Their stories prove that your current circumstances do not define your potential. One of the most overlooked steps in overcoming limiting beliefs is taking action despite them. You don't have to wait until you feel completely confident to act. In fact, action often precedes confidence. Taking small, consistent steps toward your goals chips away at your limiting beliefs because it provides evidence that they aren't true. If you're afraid of public speaking, start by speaking in front of a small, supportive group. If you doubt your ability to write a book, start with 1 page a day. Each action you take rewires your mind, replacing fear with possibility. Practice self-compassion throughout this process. Overcoming limiting beliefs takes time, and you'll likely encounter resistance along the way. Be patient with yourself and celebrate every small victory. Remind yourself that these beliefs didn't form overnight, and breaking free from them is a journey of growth and self-discovery. Your beliefs are not set in stone, they are choices, and the most empowering choice you can make is to reject the beliefs that limit you and replace them with ones that uplift and empower you. You are capable of far more than you think, and by breaking free from the mental barriers you've placed on yourself, you can step into the limitless potential that has always been within you. Believe in yourself, challenge the impossible, and watch as your world expands in ways you never imagined. Chapter 8. The Science of Focus and Mental Clarity. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. From the constant ping of notifications to the endless scroll of social media, our attention is pulled in countless directions every moment of the day. Yet, focus and mental clarity are the very foundations of success. Without them, even the most ambitious goals can remain out of reach. This chapter explores the science behind focus, practical techniques to sharpen it, and how achieving mental clarity can elevate your life to new heights. Focus is your brain's ability to direct its energy and resources toward a single task or objective, ignoring all irrelevant stimuli. It's like a spotlight cutting through the darkness, illuminating what's most important while leaving everything else in the shadows. When you're focused, you're able to work efficiently, make better decisions, and produce higher quality results. But focus doesn't come naturally. It's a skill that must be cultivated. The science behind focus lies in how our brains process information. At any given moment, your brain is bombarded with stimuli, from sights and sounds to thoughts and emotions. To avoid overload, your brain relies on the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for executive functions like concentration, decision-making, and self-control. However, This part of the brain has limited capacity and can easily become fatigued, especially when overwhelmed by distractions. One of the biggest culprits of diminished focus is multitasking. Despite its name, multitasking doesn't actually mean doing multiple things at once. It means rapidly switching between tasks. Studies have shown that this constant task switching drains mental energy, reduces productivity, and increases the likelihood of errors. True focus, on the other hand, comes from single tasking, giving your full attention to one thing at a time. Achieving mental clarity, the state of having a clear and organized mind, is the foundation for focus. When your mind is cluttered with unprocessed thoughts, worries, and distractions, it's like trying to navigate through a fog. Mental clarity allows you to prioritize, plan, and execute tasks effectively. But how do you get there? Start by decluttering your mind. A powerful technique is the brain dump. At the beginning or end of each day, take a few minutes to write down all the thoughts, tasks, and worries swirling in your head. Don't organize them, just get them out on paper. This practice helps free up mental space and provides a clear starting point for prioritization. Another key to focus and clarity is managing your energy, not just your time. Your brain operates in cycles, alternating between periods of high focus and natural dips in energy. Use the Pomodoro technique to align with these cycles. Work for 25 minutes of intense focus, followed by a 5-minute break. After 4 cycles, take a longer break. This method prevents mental fatigue and keeps your brain sharp throughout the day. Mindfulness and meditation are also proven tools for improving focus. Studies show that just 10 minutes of mindfulness practice a day can rewire your brain to better handle distractions. When you meditate, you train your mind to stay present, which strengthens your ability to focus on tasks in everyday life. Start small, focus on your breath for a few minutes each morning, and gradually increase your practice as it becomes a habit. Creating an environment that supports focus is equally important. Remove distractions from your workspace. Turn off unnecessary notifications, keep your phone out of reach, and use noise-cancelling headphones if needed. Your surroundings should encourage deep work, not pull you away from it. A clean, organized space can also reduce mental clutter and make it easier to concentrate. Sleep and nutrition play significant roles in mental clarity and focus. Sleep is when your brain processes information and clears out toxins, making it critical for maintaining cognitive function. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. Additionally, nourish your brain with foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and essential nutrients. Stay hydrated, as even mild dehydration can impair focus and decision-making. Set clear goals to direct your focus. Without a clear destination, your mind will wander aimlessly and you'll struggle to maintain clarity. Use the SMART framework, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, to define your goals and break them into smaller, actionable steps. When you know exactly what needs to be done and why it matters, your brain can channel its energy more effectively. Focus and mental clarity are not just skills, they are superpowers in a world full of distractions. By understanding the science behind how your brain works and implementing strategies to enhance focus, you can unlock levels of productivity and success you never thought possible. Remember, focus is a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Start small, stay consistent, and watch how your ability to concentrate transforms your life. With focus and clarity as your allies, no goal will be out of reach. Chapter 9. Emotional Intelligence. Mastering your reactions. Success isn't just about what you know or how hard you work. It's also about how well you understand and manage your emotions. Emotional intelligence, EQ, is the ability to recognize, understand, and influence your own emotions and the emotions of others. It's a skill that directly impacts your relationships, decision-making, and overall quality of life. Mastering your reactions through emotional intelligence can be the difference between thriving and merely surviving in today's fast-paced world. Emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness, the ability to recognize your emotions as they arise. Have you ever reacted impulsively in the heat of the moment and regretted it later? That's a sign of emotions controlling you rather than you controlling them. Self-awareness helps you identify triggers and patterns in your behavior, allowing you to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting instinctively. It's about pausing and asking yourself, why am I feeling this way? What is this emotion trying to tell me? Once you've identified your emotions, the next step is self-regulation. This is the ability to manage your emotions in a healthy and productive way. For example, if you're feeling angry or frustrated, instead of lashing out or shutting down, you can channel that energy into problem-solving or communication. Self-regulation doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. It means expressing them in a way that aligns with your values and goals. Techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, or even taking a walk can help you regain control when emotions threaten to overwhelm you. Empathy is another cornerstone of emotional intelligence. It's the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Empathy allows you to connect with people on a deeper level, build trust, and navigate complex social dynamics. For example, in a heated argument, empathy helps you step into the other person's shoes and see things from their perspective. This doesn't mean you have to agree with them, but it does mean you can approach the situation with understanding rather than judgment. Social skills, a key component of EQ, are the tools that help you effectively navigate relationships and interactions. This includes communication, conflict resolution, and active listening. Imagine being in a team setting where tensions are high. Someone with strong social skills can de-escalate the situation, find common ground, and guide the group toward a solution. These skills are invaluable in both personal and professional settings, as they foster collaboration and mutual respect. One of the most transformative aspects of emotional intelligence is its impact on decision-making. Emotions often play a hidden role in the choices we make, from how we handle finances to how we pursue our goals. By mastering your emotions, you can make decisions that are guided by logic and clarity rather than impulsivity or fear. For instance, instead of avoiding a challenging project because of anxiety, you can acknowledge the fear, assess the situation rationally, and move forward with confidence. Developing emotional intelligence also helps you build resilience. Life is filled with challenges, and how you respond to setbacks often determines your success. High EQ individuals can process disappointment, learn from it, and bounce back stronger. They don't let failure define them. Instead, they see it as an opportunity for growth. But how do you cultivate emotional intelligence? Start with small, intentional steps. Practice mindfulness to become more aware of your emotional state. Reflect on your interactions with others. Did you listen actively, or were you focused on your own point of view? Seek feedback from trusted friends or colleagues about how you handle emotions and relationships. Use their insights to improve and grow. Journaling is another powerful tool for building EQ. At the end of each day, write down moments where your emotions played a significant role. What triggered those emotions? How did you respond? What could you have done differently? Over time, this practice will help you identify patterns and develop healthier emotional habits. Remember that emotional intelligence is not about being perfect. Everyone has moments of emotional missteps, and that's okay. What matters is your willingness to learn from those moments and strive for better emotional management moving forward. Emotional intelligence is not just a skill, it's a superpower. It helps you navigate the complexities of life with grace, build stronger relationships, and make decisions that align with your goals and values. By mastering your emotions, you take control of your reactions, your interactions, and ultimately, your destiny. The journey to high EQ requires effort and self-reflection, but the rewards are immeasurable. A more fulfilling life, deeper connections, and a pathway to lasting success. Chapter 10. Cultivating a growth-oriented environment. Your environment has an undeniable impact on your mindset, productivity, and overall success. While personal growth begins within, the world around you can either amplify your progress or hinder it. Cultivating a growth-oriented environment means intentionally shaping the physical spaces, relationships, and mental atmosphere that support your aspirations and encourage continuous development. Why is your environment so important? Because it influences your thoughts, behaviors, and habits, often without you even realizing it. Consider how you feel when you're in a cluttered, chaotic space versus a clean, organized one. Or think about how your energy changes when you're around negative, critical people versus those who inspire and uplift you. Your environment acts like a mirror, reflecting and reinforcing your current mindset. If you want to grow, you need an environment that supports that growth. The first step in cultivating a growth-oriented environment is to evaluate your physical space. Take a look at your home, your workspace, or any area where you spend significant time. Ask yourself, does this space inspire me, or does it drain me? A growth-oriented environment should be organized, inviting, and filled with elements that motivate you. For instance, a clutter-free desk with a vision board or inspiring quotes can make your workspace a hub for creativity and focus. Similarly, your home can reflect your goals by including books, tools, or reminders of the life you're building. Turn your attention to the people in your life. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Relationships are a critical part of your environment, and the people around you can either push you toward growth or pull you into stagnation. Identify the individuals who inspire, challenge, and support you, and make an effort to spend more time with them. At the same time, set boundaries with those who bring negativity or discourage your ambitions. This doesn't mean cutting people out entirely, but rather being intentional about how much influence they have on your life. A growth-oriented environment also includes a strong sense of community. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who share your passion for personal development. Join groups, attend seminars, or connect with online communities where you can exchange ideas and learn from others. These interactions not only provide valuable insights, but also remind you that you're not alone on your journey. Another essential aspect of your environment is the media and content you consume. What you read, watch, and listen to shapes your thoughts and beliefs. Choose content that aligns with your goals and challenges you to think bigger. For example, instead of spending hours scrolling through social media, listen to podcasts, watch documentaries, or read books that expand your knowledge and perspective. Be mindful of how content makes you feel. Does it leave you inspired, or does it create doubt and anxiety? Curate your media diet just as carefully as your physical environment. Your habits and routines are also part of your environment. A growth-oriented environment encourages consistency and discipline. For instance, if you're trying to establish a morning routine, design your space to make it easier. Lay out your workout clothes the night before, keep your journal and pen on your nightstand, or create a dedicated corner for meditation. These small adjustments can remove friction and make it more likely that you'll stick to positive habits. One often overlooked element of a growth-oriented environment is exposure to new experiences. Growth happens when you step outside your comfort zone, and your environment should facilitate this. Seek out opportunities to try new things, meet new people, and explore new places. Whether it's attending a workshop, traveling to a different culture, or learning a new skill, these experiences broaden your horizons and fuel your personal development. Cultivate a mental environment that supports growth. This means developing a mindset that thrives on challenges, embraces change, and sees setbacks as opportunities to learn. Practice gratitude to keep your focus on the positive aspects of your journey. Use affirmations to remind yourself of your potential. And most importantly, be kind to yourself when progress feels slow. Growth is a marathon, not a sprint. Your environment is one of the most powerful tools for fostering personal and professional growth. By creating a physical space that inspires you, surrounding yourself with supportive relationships, curating your media consumption, and stepping into new experiences, you build a foundation for success. Remember, you are the architect of your environment. Make it a place where growth is not just possible, it's inevitable. As we reach the end of this transformative journey, it's clear that the path to a limitless mindset is not just about achieving success. It's about redefining what success means, breaking free from constraints, and living a life of purpose, growth, and contribution. The lessons you've explored throughout this book are not merely ideas. They are powerful tools designed to help you unlock your full potential and inspire others to do the same. At the heart of this journey lies one undeniable truth. You are capable of far more than you realize. The limits you've believed in, whether they stem from fear, doubt, or external expectations, are not fixed. They are barriers you can dismantle step by step with the right mindset and actions. Your potential is boundless, waiting to be discovered and nurtured. The principles outlined in this book, resilience, focus, emotional intelligence, and the alignment of mind, body, and spirit, are the foundation for living a life without limits. Each chapter has provided you with strategies and insights to navigate challenges, overcome obstacles, and create a vision for your future. But the true power of these lessons lies in your willingness to act. Knowledge alone is not enough. Transformation happens when you apply what you've learned with intention and consistency. Success is not a destination. It's a journey of continuous evolution. Along the way, you'll face setbacks, uncertainty, and moments of doubt. But now, you have the tools to rise above these challenges. You've learned to see failure as a stepping stone, to embrace adaptability, and to take decisive action even when the path ahead is unclear. These are the qualities that will keep you moving forward, no matter what life throws your way. As you move into the next chapter of your life, remember that the echoes of your success are not confined to you. Your journey, your growth, and your achievements have the power to inspire and uplift others. By living authentically, sharing your story, and contributing to the lives of those around you, you create a legacy that extends far beyond your personal accomplishments. You are part of something greater, and your impact has the potential to shape not just your own future, but the future of those who follow in your footsteps. The journey to a limitless mindset is ongoing. There will always be new goals to achieve, new lessons to learn, and new opportunities to explore. Embrace this journey with curiosity and enthusiasm, knowing that every step forward is a step toward becoming the best version of yourself. Trust in your ability to grow, adapt, and thrive. You now hold the keys to your limitless future. The life you've dreamed of, the impact you want to make, and the person you aspire to be are all within your reach. It's time to take what you've learned, apply it boldly, and step into your extraordinary potential. The echoes of success are calling. Answer them with courage, purpose, and an unwavering belief in yourself. Your journey is just beginning. Go forward and create a life that reflects the limitless power within you. The world is waiting for your brilliance. Make it count.